Good. Clever girl. Clever girl. Clever girl. Clever girl. Now, what I've done today is I've lowered the resolution to see if we can get a bit longer. Up till now, it's alright. What the heck was that? It's alright. It's alright. Anyway, so it's anyway, the other day I said I might think about letting her go to another owner, but ever since then, believe it or not, she's almost been on her best behaviour. She sat on the glove happily for ages and ages and ages. And I thought I'd record this, and it's getting towards late. So she's always, this time, she's always more flighty. So I thought I'd try and get you this. It's alright. Anyway, yes, so we'll get you this. Eagles. No, someone's asked a few things. Now, I would suggest if an eagle is not really a first bird, so I assume you've had birds before, so I don't. But for anybody who is looking to get an eagle, or if you want an eagle, if you're thinking about getting an eagle, I would say must be an imprint, because they're a lot easier, especially if it's your first. If it's your first eagle, you need an imprint. The younger you can get them, the better, but they're more hard work. Unless you've got it from a good person. If they've done all the work, well, that's even better. If they've done all the work and done it properly. So if you're thinking about getting an eagle, I would recommend it be an imprint, because eagles are not easy birds. And when you go to see that bird, whether it's an imprint or parent red, if it's an older one that's had a lot of work done with it, that should be okay. But watch that bird with the owner. See him pick the bird up, see him walk round, see him put it down, see him re-pick it up, see everything is alright. You don't want an aggressive bird, and you can get aggressive birds. You know, sometime in their life they might not have bad. They might have picked up bad habits. like someone never, never lose your road, never get upset with them too. Talk with a firm voice, nothing else, never get upset. Alright? But with an ego, I would suggest, I've had both. I've had both. I've had a parent-made ego and I've had an imprint. Now, the parent-made bird I had, when I first got her, she could be aggressive. Now, you don't know why she was like that. I've got a good idea, but I'm not saying anything about that. So if it's your first ego, you're an imprint. So, but see that bird with the owner, see what the bird will do. If it's just come out of them, if you have my size, the age I had her, she was straight out of Muse, straight out of Avery. So everything she knows is what I've had to teach her. So it's a lot more work, but you're teaching on yourself. So it depends, do you want that work done? It is a lot easier if a lot of the work's been done. It is a lot easier. But at least you know what work you've put into her. You try not to teach them any, learn them any bad habits. Always show them wrong affection. Never lose your right relatives, never. The only thing you need to do is, especially with, well, most birds, is teach them commands, words. N-O is a good one. Teach them that word, N-O. I don't want to say it because she'll think she's doing something wrong and confuse her. So let them know that word too. And obviously other words. You whistle when you want them to come to you. You call them by name, whistle, whatever you do to call them. Stick with whatever you want, but stick with that. And use that all the time. When you send them back to the perch, like when my bird was hunting, I used to say to her, go. She knew to go, then she'd go out hunting GSC days. So I was teaching her that same word, but then I thought, oh, go could even sound like that other word, N-O, GSC days. While I'm teaching her these things, that might sound the same. So what I did is, this is why I changed it to perch. See, I changed it to that, so she knew the difference. Because she's so impressionable, because she's only so young. But ever since she was good yesterday, I've held her, I don't know, it must be record times. She's just sat really good. She was preening me, preening my mouth, my lips, early on. So, I'm not saying you do that for your bird. You have to put the time into it. It does not matter the night. The neighbour says so. I put in a lot of time with her. Which I do. You know, especially with an eagle, you have to give them so much of your time. You know, they're worth it in the end if you persevere. All of this, rain, shine, snow, all weathers, not just good weathers. I told you I've lowered the quality to see if I can get a longer recording time. Because I want you to see the whole lot. See if I can go a long recording, and considering it's late, she's always more flighty this time. I think we're doing well up to now. Reassured. Just hope we get a good survey to try not to fly off or anything, because she's been ever so good. She's just sat there fairly good. So every time I say about, I'm thinking about passing her to a new home, but she seems to then change. She seems to then change a bit. So it's unbelievable, you know, because it was hard to get her to just sit here nicely on the glove, because she's a young bird. It's harder to get to them to sit still, because obviously if you've got a young puppy, they're always on the go. It's the same with birds. The younger they are, the more active they are. So, you know, but the better they can pick up. We're 13 some minutes. What I'll do is try and go for longer too. I don't know what it'll be, because as I say, it's getting on now. Flo? Yeah? It's alright. What time is it? It's alright, it's alright. Where are you from? So much just frightened. No, it was somewhere else. But do you notice, George? I get close to her and I say, so it's alright. That's what I'm saying. Whether you can hear me, I don't know. We're talking a calm, gentle voice. I'm saying it's all right. It's all right. All right. Now it's coming back to it. You look at it. Aren't we, mate? 15. No, but I'm amazed at how good she's been today. When I first got her out, she tried to fly off twice. We recovered it, and ever since then, she sat here as good as gold. What they'll do is, this is what you must never let them get away with it, James. You know, she's got a nose. Look. You could have seen her earlier on. She was even praying in my lips. No, you bird, don't do what I say. But if you're thinking about getting an eagle, I think very hard. Because they're the hardest. Out of the birds of prey species are the hardest, one of the hardest to cope with, to deal with, to train, to do anything. So I think very hard, but if you insist you want an eagle, especially if it's your first eagle, get an imprint. But see that bird if you can, watch that bird with the owner. See what the bird's like. Let him pick it up. If it's at that stage, that it can be picked up. If it's a young bird, it might still be in an aviary. But it needs to have been, if it's an imprint, that's not so bad, but you've still got to then start from scratch and teach it everything. Because it's come out of an aviary. It's manned to people, but it's not manned to you. And it's got to learn everything else. You see. We're at 18 minutes now, Summer. But we'll allow a minute because it took me a while to pick her up. I just want you to see how well she sits here. Where are you going, Dee? And we've been out here on her own, haven't we, Flo?
Yeah, I've only just come out.
Flo's only just come out, so she's had no other distractions.
I've been doing art.
Flo's normally a calming influence on her, it gives to someone else to look for. Do you see, look, James? So
I've been in the house, drawing.
But every time I've picked her up today, she's sat here, good as gold, isn't she, Flo?
Yeah.
Did you see when I first got her out, she tried to fly off twice?
Yeah.
But I recovered it each time, didn't I?
Yeah.
Good. I recovered it each time, Tubes. In other words, she didn't get hurt, she didn't get damaged, she didn't get away with it. So then the rest of today, every time I've picked her up, she's just sat here, good as gold, isn't she? Look, Tubes, look. Look. She's not even bothered, look. My hand's under her wing. Not even bothered, look, Tubes. Good girl. You see, Tubes? This is what you want. But you don't get it overnight. You have to put the work in. Don't you, Flo?
Yeah. Hello, Dave.
I've been studying so long now. I haven't been feeling too good lately, Tubes.
Are you tired? Are you tired?
Sometimes I'm starting to get a bit dizzy again, and
Yeah. Worrying it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a worry because you've got to look after her. But you're doing a good job. Because she looks up to you. Because you're a good daddy to her.
Right, we've got over 20 minutes, so we'll give it to 21 and I'll know. I've held her for 20 minutes. This will be... If you could have seen every video we've done today, that'd be amazing. She's just sat in. Now I'm just studying now with you, Tate. So you can see that she's fine, and it's that time of night as well, isn't it, Fran?
Yeah.
That time of night as well. That she always gets a bit. All birds do. All birds are fine. Towards evening or dusk, they all get a bit hyped up.
Look at her hair. The golden's coming through, isn't it, Dave?
Well, that's got to be over 20 minutes now. You've seen her now sit here now for 20 minutes, because that's 21 something on here.
What do you think? So the gold's coming through.
I don't know how long it'll record for before it cuts off, but this will all be the same video. This is the same as the other one. If it's in 2 parts, it's in 2 parts. But it's all going to be the same video. I want you to see how long she just sits here for. Yeah, but it's all right. 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 Good girl. Right, I'm getting 22 minutes now, Sumit.
Yeah.
So by the time I put her back, we'll get to 20. That's way over 20 minutes now.
Oh no, I'm not that interesting, Dave.
And you can see, look, she's still as settled as when I picked her up. She's more settled now than when I picked her up.
You're not that interesting.
So, just thought we'd share this with you, Tubes. But you have to put the time in. She hasn't got like this overnight. You have to put the time in with her. So it's 23 minutes now. So, well, if I put her down slowly, you know that I've held her for at least 23 minutes. She hasn't baited. She hasn't done this, that, the other. Good girl. Good girl. Clever girl. See, Tubes? What do you say? This is how you want your bird. Relax. What are you doing, Pat?
Walking back. She's watching my every move.
It's alright. It's alright.
Apart from this
No.
aeroplane.
It's alright. It's alright.
Rolls boxes. I don't like it.
As you see, I'm trying to go on backwards. It's got to use to going on to the block backwards. So then I can put her onto a perch or a scale. She likes you like this one, don't you, Pop?
Do you want a hot chocolate?
Yes, please, love. Punch. There you are then, Tubes. So, Trick Jack, catch you later.